This conference will now be recorded.
Hello.
I can hear
Hello.
you, Bhumesh. Hello. Hello.
Can you hear our voice, Viresh?
I can hear you. Hello.
I think it's Karthik, Viresh.
Okay, I can hear you, Karthik. I can hear you.
Oh,
Hello.
okay. No worries, no worries. I thought yesterday the same like yesterday problem.
No, I can hear you. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. All right.
Okay. All right. So any questions on the commands that we have seen till this point? So these are all the things that we have seen how to reset. Yesterday, basically, we concentrated more on the reset command. And these are the three options that we have seen: soft reset, mixed reset, hard reset. Okay. So any questions, let me know, or else we'll continue with the next topics.
Why git log one line is not working on my shell? Rest all commands worked for me when I actually tried practicing it.
What is the error you're getting? Any error you're getting there?
Oh, now it says git, git repository is not mounted, it seems now. Earlier it was not even leaving me any message until I terminate it. So every time if the session refreshes, I have to again give the email ID and username every time.
So no. Like let me tell you. So you are connected to. Okay, you're trying on a MacBook, is it? That's the case?
Yeah.
Okay, in MacBook, I think it might be. So let's just look at the terminal and see if you're able to find this git config file there on your MacBook. Maybe on the folder.
I'm able to connect to Git. I mean, like I executed some commands, but Git log hyphen online one line didn't work for me on GCP.
On okay, it's saying on the VM on the Google Cloud machine, you're not able to see the git one line command is not working.
Yes.
Okay, so are you on the same folder where the project folder? You're there on the project folder itself, and then you're trying the git log one line.
Maybe I'm not. One second.
No, you should, you should be going to the project folder and then you should try the git log one line.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
the .git folder is there in the project folder only. So it will not run from anywhere. You need to go to the project folder and then run it from there.
Okay. One second. Okay. I'll check that tomorrow. I'll come back.
Yeah. Oh, did it try that now? Just connect to that machine and go to the project folder and then run it. It should work because wherever the .git folder is there, only from there the git log will be able to run from there. Yeah, maybe you can just try that.
Yeah, I'll try that.
Okay. Then, okay, any other questions apart from that? Like,
No.
okay. Then
Can you tell all these commands in sync with GUI as well?
GUI in the sense.
I mean, the same like where we create the, I mean, go into the web page of GitHub and like remotely will work, right? That one. I mean, just not from terminal. We can use GUI in sync with the files we create here. Yeah.
So you're talking about the GitHub, right? GitHub repositories that are there available on the browser, how you use it, right? The commands.
Yes.
Okay, so that is coming next. So
okay.
yeah, don't worry. So that's also the part that last we'll be integrating with GitHub, and then we'll be pushing all the files that we have here. We'll create a repository in GitHub, and we'll push all the files there, and we'll have a look at on the GitHub how to even create a pull request, how to merge it. A lot of things coming up. So yeah, definitely that is there on the agenda. Okay, then let's continue. If there are no questions, no more questions, then okay. So there is a file called as Git Ignore. Let's say there are in your project directory, there are some files which you don't want to track it. So for example, some log files, some backup files are there, some PHP, some index files, and also some files starting with some particular pattern, right? So you can create a file called as git ignore .git ignore and add it to your project directory and list all these entries in that file. What happens next is Git will start ignoring these files. It will not track basically. It will not track all these files in your project directory. Just .git ignore file, create it, and just make all these entries there, and that's it. It will not track any of these files. So we can try that. Yes, let's go here. Vi .git ignore. Okay, just save this file, and if you go with the git status, it will show that this file is not tracked. Git ignore is not tracked. So let's track that. Git add. So it's now tracked. Let's go and commit this file. Gets committed. Let's clear this. For example, let's go and add a file called as with the extension called as .log file. Okay, let's create this file. And if you go and check the git status, you don't see that file being tracked. It's not under the untracked files. So anything with the extension now with .log, BAK, any of these, it is not going to track by, it is not getting tracked by the Git. Basically you're saying ignore these kind of files, right? So going to the next topic, that is Git branching. Okay, so now we'll have a look at the branching. Now it's important that we understand the branching strategy. Usually what happens is there are, let's say, lots of commits that are happening in a project, and that branch, you call it as a master branch, and then you pull out a branch from there and you create your own branch and you start working on that. So there is a project, so it's working, say it has been working from last 1 year, and they have created some commits, so that they name it as a master branch. And now some new requirements have come and they have to start working on that. So they'll pull out this particular branch, and they will have one more branch with the name called as develop. Okay, let's try to understand that. Okay, this yesterday we were seeing all the commits, right? Now they will pull one more branch and they will start from here, let's say from the point from here, they will pull out one more branch and they will call it as a develop branch. So develop branch, and let's say the last commit here was a 10th commit, and from develop branch onwards you will go with 11, 12, 13, so on, right? It depends from organization to organization what type of strategy they go with. Usually we have different environments, right? So the code from develop branch is being deployed to development environment. If you have a testing environment, you have an integration environment where we run all the integration testing, and even you can go up to pre-production. Okay, so up to all these stages you deploy the code from your develop branch. So until the pre-prod you go, you test everything, or the user acceptance testing is all done and signed off. Then you merge your code back to the master branch, and from master you release your code to the production. The code is released to the production from here. Okay, so this is one kind of strategy that is being followed, having two set of branches. One is the develop branch for all these different environments, and once everything is tested and signed off here, you merge your code back to master branch, and from there you release your code to the production. In between there might be some issues in the production as well. For temporarily you can also pull some branch, like hotfix branch you can pull. Sometimes we have the hotfix branch. Okay, you make some changes there and you can again merge it back to master branch. That is one of a situation wherein you find some bugs in the production live environment, so which needs to be fixed as soon as possible. So you create an intermediate branch like a hotfix and you merge back to the master branch. But usually two branches are there. Some people even follow a strategy like they have a feature branch being used by the user community or the developer community. They do all their changes in the feature branch, they merge back to develop and then to master. But it depends. So in our case, this is what we're following, like develop branch and master branch. All the work is being done here, finally merge here and release to production. Make sense? Any questions here on this one? This is very important, like branching strategy. It varies, but it's important to understand this, how it works.
So generally we never work on master directly in real time, right?
Yes. So we will pull out a branch from that.
Mm-hmm.
When we pull out a branch, like say with the name develop branch, it will have all the history of all the commits that is there already in the master. And on top of that, you get your requirements and you start working on those requirements. Your developer will start committing the changes. Let's say you have pulled the branch where only 10 commits were there earlier in master branch. Now you start working as a developer. When he starts checking in the code, he will commit 11, 12, 13, so on and so forth. And that code is being deployed to different environments and tested. It's being tested by the automation engineers, QA guys, integration guys, user acceptance testing. Everything is being done. Once it is certified that your code is now ready for production, right? Then only you merge back all these changes, 11, 12, 13 plus maybe up to 20 or 25 times gone. You merge everything back to master. So directly you're not supposed to work on the master branch. Master branch is like a baseline code which is already tested and certified code. You cannot directly make any change on the master branch. You
Okay.
always have to pull a branch like a develop branch, pull everything from master, then you start working on it, right? So that's how you maintain these two branches. Master is the copy where it is all the code in the master is almost tested 90%. Maybe some issues might come up, but it's a stable version. So you're not interfering with that version. Any changes that comes in later on, and the next phases, next iteration, whatever you work on, you always go with the develop branch. Okay,
Okay.
so this is how the
So
strategy is being
me as an individual, I have to go with all these things like test, integration, pre-prod, everything we do, and the merge also we'll be doing with the master branch. Is that? Or we need some
Um,
approvals and all. Just wanted to know in real time how it happens.
yes. So what happens in real time is our role as a DevOps engineer is see this branch creation is simple. Like any developer can go, maybe it is GitHub or Bitbucket or anything. So I can just fork and he can create a branch. That's simple. Just from a click of button, the branch will be created. So that's the developer's role. He'll go and create a branch, developer branch, and he will start working with that. Now, our role comes into picture when you are merging your code. Say the developer has created something here and everything is tested. Now you want to merge it back to master. So he will create a PR, pull request from it's too early to discuss now, and you might not get the entire concept here. So what we'll
Oh,
be
okay.
doing is we'll be merging from develop to master. How that is being done, we'll have an example later on. We'll go to GitHub, we'll create a pull request, we'll see how the things are getting merged, right? And who is responsible for what kind of activities, and what will be our role as part of this entire process. Okay. So definitely that is their part. Like so once we go with the merge, once we go with the branches, then we have what is a merge conflicts, and
Oh,
then stashing is not
okay.
required. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So we'll be again collaborating with all this yeah, GitHub. So we'll be connecting, we'll be pushing all the changes there, and then finally we'll see how to create a pull request and work from there. Yeah, basically our role here, okay, let's say in a gist, let's say when you merge your code from develop to master, you might get a merge conflicts. Merge conflict will be there. Now to resolve this merge conflicts, you might have to take the help of one of the developers, sit with them and understand what is the code, why the merge conflict happened. So resolve it and then merge the code to master branch. So it will be the DevOps guy's responsibility to merge the code from develop to master. And in between, there might be conflicts that might be happening. So that's being resolved with the help of one of the developers who has written that piece of code. So that will be the activity which the DevOps guy will be doing generally. Okay. And even the PR and all will be raised by the developers, so you don't have to worry. Only the merge thing will be taken care by the DevOps guy. There will be some conflicts that will be happening. Usually, let's say for we do have like in our case, we are having like 27, almost 27 plus microservices that we have. We do get merge conflicts. Let's say for a month, if you are not releasing your code, there will be merge conflicts that will be happening. So we have to talk to the developers and resolve those merge conflicts and then merge the code to master branch. Okay, so that will be the main activity as far as the DevOps is concerned. Now, all these commands and everything, you did not worry that much. Just you need to know that, okay, these commands are there. You might use them occasionally, but it's good to know these commands are all there. So if you just practice it now, later on, if something comes up, it will be just easier for you to just know, remember, and you can just remember them and work that out easily there that time. Okay. So let's continue with this. So let's look at how to create a branch now. So we got a fair bit of idea like the branching strategy that we'll be having, like we have master branch, then we can create branches like feature, bug fix, and so on and so forth. It's very easy to create a branch in Git. With the simple command, we can create a branch. And I would suggest to go with, okay, let's see. Install Z shell. CentOS. So let's install the Z shell. It is a little bit useful when you are working with Git. It has some features which will just make our life a little bit easier. So let's install Z shell on the CentOS, and then let's see. Okay, let's run this command now. So go with sudo yum install. Okay, once we install this, next step, let's go to the next step. Let's get there it is. Once you clone it, okay. I think you just try this out. This is really helpful. Like once you install the Z shell, it will give you the details like you're on which branch, and running the Git commands is very easy when you go with this one. So this is on CentOS. The same thing is available on the MacBook as well. So you can try that out and let me know. I think there is some issue that is coming up while installing, so we'll not waste time here. You try this installing Z shell, ZSH Z shell on your Linux or on the MacBook. So in tomorrow's session, we'll see that. But for
Okay.
now, let's continue. Um, because it gives some useful information. Right now, when you're connected here, right? So let me clear this. Go to the project directory. You don't know on which branch you are for now. Okay, so for that you need to go with the git branch command, and to know that you are on the master branch. But once you install Z shell, automatically on the command prompt itself, it will be displaying that you're on git branch master. So that will give some useful information. So try that out, and it is really useful. It has got some different themes for MacBook and Linux both. So that themes are a little bit. Now this is all dull, like all console is all, you can get some beautiful themes there which you can work with. Let's say, for example, if you go with Z Shell for MacBook, install Z Shell for Mac. I'd say okay. So let's say if this is how it looks like, right? So you'll be able to get a theme like this. It show you on the master branch, right? So once you install this, there are multiple themes that you can work with. Okay, they give the step-by-step guide here, right? So once you install it, you can have multiple customized themes that you can work with. See, you'll be getting additional all these options here, and it's clearly much better than what you have right now. So I can just put it there in the chat window. All right. So going back to our thing there, now Git branching. Now, how do we create a branch? Let's go with the command like Git branch. We'll list all the branches that you have. I want to create a branch. The command Git branch and branch name. So let's go into that. Git branch, and I want to create a branch with the name called as new feature. That's it. And if I go and check now, Git branch, I'll be having 2 branches, and the star indicates that right now I'm on the master branch. Star indicates I'm on the master branch. I want to now switch to the feature branch. Before that, let me see git log one line once more and see that there are 3 commits that are available here. Now I want to jump to my new feature branch. So for that, I go with the command called as git checkout and give the name of the branch name, new feature. That's it. Now you are switched to the new feature branch. How do I know that? Again, you have to go and type the git branch and check that you are now jumped to the new feature branch. Here again, you go and check the git log one line. You'll be able to see all the history that was already there on the master branch is being copied to the new feature branch. So this is how you create a branch, and it will have all the history that was there on the master branch. Okay, so this is how you create a branch and you jump to the branch here. Okay, so again, you can check the differences between the branch with the git diff command. Give the branch name 1 dot dot branch name 2. You can check the differences. And if you want to rename a branch, I can simply go with the -m command. Let's say go with the git branch -m. I'll go with the old name, that is new feature. Maybe it doesn't work on the same branch. Let's see. New feature to feature. Yeah, it did. So if I go with the git branch command, you should be able to see that the branch name has been changed. Okay. So this is, if you want to delete anything, simply go with -d branch name, it will delete. And there is some unfinished work that is there, and you still want to delete the branch, you're forcing the deletion here with the -d, which will delete the branch completely, even though there is some unfinished work that you have on the branch, but still you can delete the branch. So these are all the commands. Just I'll make a note over here what we have learned with the branching. So branch command, you go with the git branch. Okay, and you want to check the, you want to jump to the branch, we go with the git checkout. and then give the branch name. All right, and you want to delete a branch or move a branch old. Okay, basically you want to rename a branch, old name, and the new name you can provide it. You can provide a new name. Same goes with the delete. You can delete. You can go with -d and give the branch name, basically the name. Okay, and -d, capital D is a force delete option that we have. Okay, so this is how you can create the branch. Now let's look at some of the other options, like what is a merge and how the merge conflict occurs. Let's try to create a merge conflict. Let's say I start working on my new feature branch, and once I merge my changes, basically you are working on new feature branch. At the end process of that is to merge all your changes back to master branch, because master copy is the stable copy. So you always have to merge your changes back. Whatever changes you do on your branch, let's say feature branch, finally you have to merge it back to master branch. Okay, in that process you will be getting the merge conflicts. Okay, so let's look at that, how to create a merge conflict. um, let's do one thing. Let's try to create a merge conflict. Okay, so right now I'm on feature branch, right? Let me go back to master branch. How do I do that? I go with a git checkout and say master. Okay, now I'm back to my master branch. I will go to one of the file called index.html. All right, and let's say I make an entry here saying that master branch changes. Master branch changes. I'll make an entry in the body and let me save this file. All right, and let me add this file and commit this file. Added the line in the index file. So let's commit this file. All right, the changes are committed. Let's clear this and we will check out and go to the feature branch now. Okay, now you switch to the feature branch. Here you can see that you'll not have that commit over here. If I go to index.html, you'll not see that change here. Okay, you'll not see that change here because that's only committed on the master branch. So if I go and now change here index.html, I can also make a change here. Feature changes. Let's put it as this feature changes. Okay, let's save this now. Let's add it. Let's commit it. On feature branch. That's it. Now if you go and check the git log one line, you should be able to see there is a commit over here. So now let's try to merge our changes with the git merge. Okay, and feature branch. So let's go with the, so from new branch, I'm going to merge my changes to the master branch. Let's do that. From feature branch, I'm going to merge my changes to the master branch. Okay, so what do you see here? It is trying to merge and there is a conflict that has occurred. So merge conflict in index.html file. So automatic merge has failed. Fix the conflict and then commit the result. So if I see and go to the index.html file now, you'll be able to see there is a conflict. You're able to see, right? This is on the master branch on the same line. This is the it's saying master branch changes on the feature branch, and the same line you're saying it is a feature changes. So this is how the conflict occurs. You're able to see, right? This is how the merge conflict occurs. Any questions till this point? Any times you guys have seen a merge conflict? It's very new to you guys.
It's new.
Okay, so usually this is how the merge conflict happens, right? On the same line, if two developers have made some changes for some reason, this is one conflict, but there might be multiple conflicts in the same file. So how do you resolve it? Now we talk to the developer and try to understand which one is the correct one. So then we come to the conclusion that, okay, we don't have to add anything in this. Then let's go and change this one. So what we'll do is we will go and make the changes like this. Okay, and we'll say just add it as a generic one, new changes instead of master branch, and this one we'll just keep it as new changes, and we will delete all this stuff. Once you consult with the developer and you confirm with the business what is the change you make, basically you will ask the developer to change it, and then you will commit these changes. So once this is done, you can save it, and then you are good to commit these changes, right? So let's go with the status now and see. Okay, there's something modified. Let's add it. Index.html. Let's clear this. I'll go with the git commit -n modified or merge conflict resolved. We'll add a commit like this. Merge conflict resolved. Now, if you go with the git log one line, you can see that there is a commit being added. So merge conflict has been resolved. Now let's go and merge the changes again. Feature to master. Now already up to date. There's nothing to be changed. Right? So this is how the merge conflict occurs. If at the same file, at the same line, there are some changes, then the merge conflict will occur. So we have to work with the developers and fix it. And now if you go back to the git checkout and say master branch. Okay, we have switched to the master branch. Again, if you run the git log one line, so you should be able to see that. Okay, this is the latest added a line in index.html. So already it's saying up to date, but we're not able to see. Okay, let's go with the index.html. What's here? Okay, git merge feature to master. I don't see any changes here, right? So this commit is there, this commit is there, this git ignore is there, but this one, the final one, is not there. Let's see. Basically, those changes are not. Okay, let's go back and see. There is some status. Let's look at the status now. These are all deleted. That's okay. Okay, now what you've done is you merged your feature branch from the master. Okay, now if I go with git merge, okay, I can merge my master branch with the feature branch. That's it. So if I clear this now and go with the git log one line, I should be able to see all the changes here. You got it? So I'm on the git branch. I'm on the master branch now, right now. So what I've done is I have just run the command git merge master branch with the feature branch. So earlier you could have seen that I was only having these many commits. So when I'm merging with the feature branch, I've got the additional commits that were there on the feature branch. So this is how you finally merge your changes back to the master. I think it is little, you need to just go back and run these commands again. Let's stop it here then, and just go and practice these commands, and then we'll continue with the next topic in tomorrow's session.
Okay.
All right, and do try installing Z shell on your machine. It is really useful. I'll tell you. So just install it, and we'll continue with more on the tomorrow's session. All right. So do practice it. You'll get lots of doubts. So come with your questions, and we'll try to answer it in the coming sessions, tomorrow's session, as possible. All right. Thanks for joining. We'll talk tomorrow then. Thank you. Thanks everybody. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Yeah, tell me.
And you said we'll discuss resume.
All right. Yeah, you can share your screen. Let's have a look at it. Like you can. I think you made a changes there, right? Yeah. Let me make you as a presenter. Just let me see. How do I make you as a presenter? Yeah. Okay.
You are able to see it, right?
Yeah, I'm able to see the screen. Yeah.
Yeah, I just changed this DevOps engineer.
Yeah. Okay.
And I removed those additional skills that I have added on the environment list.
Okay.
And I still didn't talk to any one of the team members to get the project names.
Project names. Okay.
Yeah, I removed the certificates and yeah, and the labels of the certificates as well.
Okay. Yeah, that should be fine. I think it looks good. Just yeah.
Okay.
And just make sure that when you add the projects, just mention the time, like how many months, or like say from what date to what date you worked on that one. Just make
Okay.
a mention of that as well.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that.
Yeah, that should be yeah. If you need, just let me know. I can forward one of some sample resumes that, like not sample, but just for your reference. Yesterday I was looking at that, right? So if you
Okay.
just need, need that, I can just forward you guys just to know if you, or you can refer to
Yeah,
that at a point of time. Okay.
sure. Sure.
I'll forward it to Bhumesh, and I'll ask him to no, send it across to you so that you can
Okay.
just refer it in case you need anything. All right. Okay.
Sure.
All right. So
Mhm.
can yeah. Mm, So what's the
Okay.
plan? Like you are planning to upload this resume, or you want to wait
Um,
till you complete this
I
course?
want to
Like,
upload this now. I mean, like the market is, I don't know how the market is, so
Mhm.
I just wanted to see how the jobs are coming. I mean, like the offers are coming. Instead of just getting picked, logged in and
All right. So that's in US, right? You're saying it's in
yeah,
US.
yeah.
Right. All right. So I think yeah, just I'll forward some of those resumes. Just filter it out. You add any points from there, and
Yeah,
yeah, you can.
I got few of them from Bali, I believe.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. All right.
but yeah, but if you have anything that you feel appropriate, then just please share with me.
Yeah, definitely. Like these are relevant. Like um, some of these resumes yesterday we were going through, right? They are like around 6, 7 years of experience, so it might
Hmm.
be suitable for your resume as well. Just
Okay.
I'll forward them to you. If you find some of the points are important related to AWS or DevOps related, you can include them in your responsibilities and your projects, or even you can copy
Okay.
those project names as well if you want to. But just make some, if you're just adding that project, just make sure you do some research on those kind of projects. What is the company and what it does in case if they ask. And yeah, then you can upload it. Um, let's see then how it goes.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Thank you so much. We'll talk tomorrow then, same
sure.
time.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you. Thanks for joining.